day everyone, I am Mildred Celeste Abarcas from Best It Choose Doctor. So I am here to present to you the tennis rules. First of all, the rules of tennis are different, although mostly similar to chess and double matches. But before we go over that stuff, let's review some of the general tennis rules and regulation that applies to all of the tennis people will learn how to play tennis for singles and double matches. So first, let me show you the equipment of the tennis. A racket, this one. A racket comprised of a a frame and strings that are bound in a crisscross weaving pattern. A racket frame should not exceed 32 inches in length, with a handle no longer than 12.5 inches in width, and a surface no more than 15 to 5 inches in overall length or 11 to 5 inches in width. There can also be no objects or devices on the racket exhibits vibration and wear and tear. The second equipment is a ball. A tennis ball is white or yellow in color for tournaments with measurement of 1.5 to 2 to 5.8 inches in diameter and weighing anywhere from 2 to 116 ounces. The elasticity of the ball and the uniform outers are determined by approved specification. So kay wala man tayo ka ng bula, but this could do. So the next is scoring. First, points. Smallest unit of measurement points increment from love or 0, 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 40 Games. Next is games. Games consist of 4 points each and is won when a player reaches 4 points with at least a 2-point advantage. Sets. A set consists of 6 games and is won by the player or team who reaches 6 games first with at least lead. Next is advantage set. If a game score of 6 to 6 is reached and advantage are used, a player or team can only win a set with a 2-game lead. Next is matches. A match is usually played as best of 3 or best of 5 sets. Next is a tiebreak game. If a game score of reach and the tiebreak game set rules are used, players must play a tiebreak game in order to decide who wins the set. A player or team must reach 7 points with a 2-point advantage to win. For the serving format of a tiebreak game, player 1 serves for the first point, player 2 serves the next 2 points, player 1 serves for the next 2 points after that, and etc. So the next is the official measurement of a typical tennis court. So with wala man tayo official measurement sa a typical of tennis court. Manang gamit lang taning this one. So mao to ang ato ang tennis court. Kanang dili to siya kuan kanang typical nga tennis court sa pagduwa sa tennis, parihara dapat siya measurement sa baseline, center mark, center line og sa net og sa server's line og single side line og sa side line. Single versus double tennis rules. The tennis rules for singles and double matches are a little different, although mainly regarding service, order and court size. Double tennis rules are just slightly adapted to make room for an extra player on either side of. But for the most part, double tennis rules are very the same as singles matches. So here's how to play tennis for singles and double matches. Single tennis rules. A single court size uses the innermost sideline and measures a total of 27 feet wide by 78 feet long. Next is serving order. The player who wins the toss chooses who serve first. Whomever is serving first serves for the entire duration of the first game. After the game, the next server will be the player who received last, serving for the duration of the second game. For every odd-numbered game, players switch side of the court. Next is tie-break serving order. If a score of 6 to 6 is reached and tie-break rules are used, a tie-break game is in which player wins the set. For a tie-break game, the goal is to reach 7 points first with a lead of at least 2 and doing so result in the win of the set. The players who serve first is the player who would normally serve after 6 to 6 or 16 games. The serve tie-break is as follows. Point 1, player A. Point 2, player B. Point 3, player B. Point 4, player A. Point 5, player A. Point 6, player B. Point 7, player B. Point 8, player A. Point 9, player A. Match format as things often played to the best of 3 set, although some men's single tournament plays the best of 5. It really all depends on the preferences of the players and the rules of the tournament. The double tennis rules. Court size. Double court size use the outermost sideline and measures a total of 36 feet wide by 78 feet long. Next is serving order. The team who wins the toss chooses which team serves first, and that team will choose which game will serve first. Whoever is serving first serves for the first game. After the game, the next server will be chosen by the team and will serve for the duration of the second game. For every odd number game, teams switch side of the court and the player who hasn't served yet the first game must now serve. And the player who hasn't served yet from team serves afterward and so on. The break serving order, the serving order for a tie break is as follows. Point 1 player E, point 2 player X, point 3 player X, point 4 player B, point 5 player B, point 6 player Y, point 7 player 8 player E, point 9 player A. Match format, a double match is often played to the best of 5 set. So now, let's talk about the general rules of tennis. A ball must land within bounds for play to continue, like this one. If a player hits the ball outside, muadto dito sa magawa sa kuan sa score, mo result siya pagkalo sa ilahang points. The next is the team cannot touch the net or post or cross onto the opponent. Dili makakuan sa net ang mga player or team. Next is a player or team cannot touch the net or post or cross onto the opponent side. Dili ang team or player dili makatouch, dili makaingon ana sa net or dili ato dito makabalik sa bikas or dili makabalik basi ka lamisa. Then team cannot carry the ball or catch it with the racket. Dili ma ang team dili pwede nga or dili pwede ang racket may musali pwede ana talaga. Then bounce siya din ano tirahan like that. Player cannot hit the ball, dili siya pwede kaog yung ana bat kay Sara yung ana kasi nanay nga. That's one. Then
a player does not return a live ball before it bounces twice, loses the point. Kung ana siya dili. The next is a ball hit or touches the players. Kung ang kining bola maigo na ko or sa kontra, akanto siya nga penalty. So next is the racket kini this one malabay or maampil siya kanang ka tira ani sa bola. Mo siya matawag nga verbal abuse or mako siya og